We had a player down, number 21 for the Titans after that. Bailey Cross. He's coming off and getting checked too.
Oh, well,
it looks to be working.
Looks to be working now.
Yeah. And that's a block punt. The block punt. And it looks to be recovered. Having a look. Having a look, was his feet out of bounds, I think. Before he touched it, maybe. Not too sure. So I'm...
I think it's fine now.
Yeah. So there's a discussion going on. I imagine this discussion is going to be whether it's a touchdown. I'm not too sure.
Can't imagine his feet would have been out.
No.
That line is a bit deceiving, but that blue line is actually right in the middle of the end zone. So
yeah, I just can't see I can't see whether they're discussing a safety or a touchdown, because I'd have thought it would have been a touchdown. So there's lots of Titans in it. And it is a touchdown. So apologies, did miss the number of who recovered it. But block punt. Yeah. Yeah, so it's a block punt that's going into the end zone and recovered by the Titans. And that's the first points of the day. And I think we've seen already early in this first quarter that both teams are going to be defensive battle so far.
Don't think either team's really found any kind of rhythm on offense.
No.
Just been kind of somewhat throw it up and hope that your guy comes down with it a lot of the time. A bit of kind of consistency with the running game from the Titans here and there.
So the Titans going for 2. And it's a run through the middle. And it's a strong at short. That's a good defensive hold from the Bucs. Oh, yeah. So it's Titans 6 and Bucs 0. So just to obviously, while we're in this break, this is a massive game for both these teams, being the quarterfinals, with the winner going on in 2 weeks up to play Edinburgh, who secured the number 1 seed. These teams both met 2 weeks ago. The Bucs took the lead 14-0, and the Titans fought back and finished 14-all. It's secured the Titans the division championship, and that's a good kickoff that goes for a touchback. You know, and for yourself, Daniel, you'll have played the Bucs many times when you played as a youth and junior player.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you know yourself the rivalry of what it's like, and again, 2 good clubs going against each other. When we were talking off, I think we established that I've actually probably coached against Daniel, who's a lot of years younger than me. So we go again. Bucs on offense. And we look for that pass
Back
over
to the screen.
Back to the screen and overthrow. You know, and so far we've not seen much of a run game come from the Bucs.
Yeah, I think that four-man defensive front on a 3-man line, unless you're really going to bring someone extra in, similar to how the Titans have done, it's going to be probably tough to get any running yards.
It's yeah. But obviously this is where we acknowledge it. 9v9s on a full size field. There's a lot of space. You know, if they run that opposite side, and that's there again, and just behind him, that's Sam Jackson again as a target.
That is a fair point. I suppose if you can isolate one player that the running back then has to beat, then there is a lot of open space for him to get into.
I mean, we did see before, I think it was actually before we managed to go on there, we saw a bit of an RPO, and we saw some QB option. And as we look at it now, obviously, the ball's on the, as we look for us, the close left hash. So that, the field side there's to that far side of the field there. There's a lot of space to be able to get open there. You can get a couple of blocks. So we look for a running back screen, and he's through. And that's a good tackle. So Liam Everson on the running back screen, but it looked to be number 11, I think, for the Titans that made the tackle there.
I think maybe that's something that the Buccaneers could look to do more of is working into the screen game on maybe some passes that don't have to travel as far in the air. As you said, we're on a full size field. It's a long way to throw out for those rocket screens that they've been running so far. So maybe some running back screens like that, or bubble screens where it's a slightly shorter throw and get it in your playmaker's hands a little bit quicker, might give them more opportunity to make a play and give the Titans less time to rally down and make a tackle.
Yeah, definitely. And it looks like that's the end of the quarter. We're going to start the second quarter. And a bit like you touched on before, Christian Dean as the Titans QB that normally plays receiver and tight end. Same for the Bucs. We've got Harrison Gilroy, who's normally playing, I think, DB, and we've had a couple of injuries at QB, so he stepped in to play QB for us. And it's a lot of pressure. We know ourselves. It's it's a big stage, it's a big game for them. Both teams want to make it through to that next part and go on to Edinburgh. And you want to do everything you can to help win the game. So the Bucs coming out, ready to punt. Obviously, the last punt was blocked. They'll be looking to secure those blocks and fix any errors that came from the last one. And we've got Harry Case that's punting. And back returning, it's hard to see his number at the minute.
I think that is Seb Ogley, 26.
And the snap's good. And the punt's away. It's a good high one. Look away. That's a good punt.
It's a sensational punt.
This and look at the chase down. Let's let it roll. That is a great punt. Realistic. That punt's gone for over 50 yards there.
Yeah.
That is fantastic. And now this is the first time we've seen the Titans start in their own half and backed up near their own end zone. At the minute, I imagine much of the same from the Titans. A couple of runs and then potentially looking to target number 10, who's had a couple of great catches so far. And yeah, there's that run at the left side. And he breaks through a few tackles. And again, the Bucs defense swarm into him there. Gain of 1. So we're looking at 2nd and 9.
Had some issues with some low snaps in the first quarter of the Titans. That one looked a bit better, and that's certainly hasn't helped to build that kind of that rhythm within the offense.
So switch sides on the strength now for the Titans, and it's the same play just up the right, and again. He's obviously, a strong running back. The Titans offense there, just not getting the block from him, and the Bucs defense swarming to it. It's another gain of 2. So we're looking at 3rd and 7.
Wouldn't be surprised to see another kind of isolation one-on-one ball to Lewis Kagame, sorry. With this condensed formation, he got a lot of space out here on his own.
Yeah,
on the near side.
Looks to be man coverage for the Bucks all the
Thought
way.
the safety might be helping, but doesn't look like he is.
Yeah, he's quite short. And so now he's going to the right, roll to the right. He's looking for space. He's cut back. He's behind him. Oh! Couple of tips, and we're still nearly caught. And we go 4th and 8. No, 4th and 7, apologies. So I think this will be the first time we'll see the Titans punt team out.
I think it is the first Titans punt.
And we've got Sam Jackson looking back to return, and our punter. Oh, so we got Christian Dean that's punting. So a QB that's punting, they could potentially look for fakes here.
Then again, arguably he's not a QB.
Yeah, he is for today.
Yeah.
Oh, could be a false start there. And obviously, you wouldn't imagine a fake when the pin's so back far down, but with a QB there.
Looked like the first movement was from the Buccaneers, but it's whether they crossed over and encroached and caused the reaction from the front line of the Titans punt unit.
Yeah. Oh. The Titans pointing. Obviously, it's all about the pointing. Yeah, the Titans are pointing.
Whoever points the most obviously gets the decision. So it works.
So this will be interesting now. Yes, we're probably going to go to 4th and 2, maybe 4th and 1.
See how aggressive Sean wants to get. I imagine.
You're sick.
It will still be a punt, but I suppose it's then puts the Buccaneers under a bit more pressure if they.
Yeah, you've got to be really disciplined now.
Yeah. Can't get after it quite as aggressively as they might have before.
And we know Christian Dean.
Oh, that time it is a false start.
And they've not flagged it. Come away. Yeah.
Very surprised that wasn't called.
Yeah.
There clearly was a hard count to try and get another jump.
Yeah.
Which only caught our own player. So I'm a Titan. I have some Titans bias.
But then
I'm being relatively unbiased.
Yeah, we're trying to be as unbiased as we can. Obviously, I'm from Bucks and Daniel's from Titans here. But you look at that, and obviously the punt wasn't a great punt. So whether it was a bad snap or missed kick, you don't know. It's like, would that 5-yard help them more? So here we go, Bucks offense on. We out for the pass, and again, it's just there.
Oh.
And he's wide open. He's wide open, and he's broken, and he is gone. And that is Sam Jackson, number 13. A great pass. Very cool in the pressure there. Harrison Gilroy just had the pressure coming to him and got rid of it.
Not entirely sure what happened. Seemed like the underneath DBs played very aggressively down. Wonder if perhaps there was some kind of smoke route on the outside to draw that attention down, and the safety over the top just couldn't get across to the man on the outside, but there's absolutely no one covering him.
And again, they've been doing lots of these slip screens and that.
Yeah.
So, and the kick,
Straight down.
And that's Harry Case, and again, his kicking has been superb since he's joined. He's a GB. He's in his second year now. He's at GB under 19s contact. I think he has kicking duties there as well. So, Bucks have got a very formidable kicker. So it's the Bucks 7, Titans 6, and that's going to give the Bucks a big boost. I think they needed after that block punt. And Titans, like I said 2 weeks ago, they were 14-0 down and came back to level it at 14-all. So they do know how to deal with being down in an adversity and fighting through it. And as we look at the sidelines as well, you can see the Titans got really big roster here, and Lancs that are struggling, with numbers today. So it could come down to that fourth quarter and tiredness kicking in.
I think so far it's scoreline's a pretty fair reflection of the game, and no team's really kind of established themselves.
No.
So see who can kind of take that next bit of momentum.
Yeah. And it has to be said as well on both these sidelines, coaching staff that are, at GB level, that are on different GB squads. So very experienced and good coaches.
What a kick.
Yeah. And then again,
Great
Harry
kick.
Case for the kickoff, just straight through the back. And having a kicker at any level that can do that is fantastic. I mean, adult level to be able to get kickers like that is great. And you get it at this level, it's superb.
I mean, that's sailed through the end zones. That's a 70-yard kick from the 30 through to the back of the end zone.
Yeah.
Is a 90-yard field.
Yeah. This is an under 19 player as well,
So then that's another part of the full size field and 9v9 on kickoff, kick return. You've got 9 guys to cover that same area as well. So if you can take it out the back.
Oh, that's a running. Broke for a couple of tackles there, but again, Buck defense is there and pushing him back, and that is great. That is great, and just letting go when the whistle stops. That's a really good job.
So, yeah, it's great swarm. It's exactly what you're looking for on defense. Like, he's a big guy. One guy getting there on his own might struggle to bring him down, but when you've got 3 or 4 guys all swarming to the ball and getting there, it really.
Yeah, I mean, in that tackle, then there was Liam McGar, Harry McDermott, and Max Carter. Max Carter was then that's carried on driving it. We have a look. Snap looked a bit delayed, and he's running out. He's rolling out, and there's a lot of space there. There's a lot of space for him now. That's a first down and then some. And he's brought down. And that's a difficult bit with obviously playing a man defense. Your DB's got to go with a receiver and can't come forward to attack that QB until he's gone past the line of scrimmage. But again, we've said it a lot and we'll say it a lot in this game because especially yourself that's played it and myself that's coached it, 9v9 in a full-size field leaves massive space around those outsides.
Yeah, I think you can obviously see that he's not a natural QB, and that's no knock at all. It's just used to being in there and reading. You see his feet. He's looking to move.
Yeah.
So I think it's big for the Buccaneers to make sure you keep him in.
Yeah, especially after that loss that was there before, and now we've got running outside here, and that's a good run there, and he's breaking down the sideline, and that's a great tackle on that again. The Harry Case for a last-minute tackle.
There is a flag down.
There is. And imagine
at the line of scrimmage,
where his place looked to be around the holding area.
Well, he's now moved it forward, so I think it probably will be holding, but it will be addressed from that spot.
Yeah, and again, so that's apologies for the pronunciation wrong. Daniel Olifunmi, is that right? Number 17, the running back.
Olifunmi, I think so.
Yeah. No, and it does look there's number 60's got his hands on his head, so I'd imagine we're looking at a holding there.
Yeah, it'll be 1st and 16.
Yeah, and that's the biggest run we've seen from Daniel today. A big guy who's got some pace from him as well.
Yeah.
Oh, number 8 needs to back up. There we go. So here we go. We're on 1st and 15. Change of running back. Obviously, Daniel needs a bit of a breather. The counter going across number 4. And again, great swarm from the defense. Number 4, Sam Tucker. Looks to be trying to see his helmet. Can't tell if it's a Filton one. Just a gain of 2 there. So we're on 2nd and 13 now. Second and 13. In motion. Sam in motion. And a run again. Ooh. And he's outside. And he's got some pace. And tackled. But that's a first down. It's a good run of about 18 yards.
Will say I think there was definitely an argument that the man in motion was coming forward at the snap.
Certainly did.
I think
Again,
Titans, to be honest, have got away with one there.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that.
Yeah,
I was,
yeah.
I looked at the motion. That's forward.
He was very much coming forward at the snap. I think they've got away with one, but
and 39.
39, yeah.
Is the running back in there? No, that's what I was looking at. I don't seem to have him on my sheet.
Apologies, he's not on our sheet, so unfortunately don't know who number 39 is. We'll see if we can get that at half time.
Yeah. And they go again. And it's a run again with Daniel up the middle. And good defense there, stopping him after 2. You know, the big thing to say as we look at these is there's players at all different levels here at this under 19s level. You know, all around the country. You've got rookie players in the first year. You've got players that have played maybe a year at uni and then doing under 19s. Then you've got players like yourself who come through the youth systems, and they really are like superb on the fundamentals. Superb again. Good running, but good defense there. And that looks like I think Clem Passaro made the tackle.
I think what could be a really big deciding factor in this game could well be the Buccaneers' ability to continue to handle that running game so well.
Yeah,
it's kind of over time. You know, you see it so often, like in at higher levels where first, second quarter really doing a really good job, and then it just starts to break down. I know as a defender what that's like.
Yeah, if I say
it's so hard to maintain that.
Yeah, the depth on the Buck sideline. Oh, and that's great defense there. That is fantastic. You know,
I think
whether that was a broken play on the offense and that, but the way the defense stood strong and didn't bite on the play action.
Seems like a designed boot. We've seen. I think it's probably the third time we've seen it, and all 3 times I think it's been pretty well shut down.
Yeah.
Certainly no big plays. I think 2 of the 3 have been sacks, so I think that might be one that look to retire from the playbook for today, because it seems like the Buccaneers are just disciplined enough to have that kind of that BCR that we always talk about, boot counter reverse, to be there for it.
Blocked. All right.
That's
stayed in.
Eventually.
That's down at the Bucks 5, maybe 7.
We'd probably like to see a slightly more effort from the coverage team, who seem to kind of not like we saw when with the Buccaneers punt, there was 4 or 5 players shepherding it down the field.
Yeah,
like to see some similar from the Titans.
Yeah,
on the off chance that had kind of bounced to eventually. Jorge Santana got down there and downed it, but if that had been rolling towards the goal line, it could have potentially spoiled what had been
definitely
a very impressive punt.
And if it wasn't for Jorge, you know, realistically, that Bucks player could have just picked it up and had a nice run down that sideline.
Absolutely,
nothing to stop it. And just going back to that Titans last play, I know we're on Bucks off first down here, but that bootleg, he's got his back to the defense, can't see anything that's coming. That's over the top. Oh. And again, pass over the middle, and right there we're looking, and we've got Max Carter with a catch, and then a nice first down. And this is going. We go back before. They've got that backside. They've got the forefront, and the backside's coming with the pressure there, and you're relying on the linebacker to be able to cover that and pick that up. And if they're looking for that backfield pressure, and they don't watch that over the middle, then you know the Bucks have taken advantage of that there.
Yeah, seems at the moment Titans are a bit over-eager on the short stuff. Yeah. Maybe just kind of be a bit more disciplined and play off until that ball's thrown.
There we go. So Harrison Gilroy in the run. He's taken outside. That's good blocking. Yeah, Titans coach is calling for holding on the far side over there.
Not sure where exactly they're asking for the holding. Certainly, there's a double team block on the safety that sealed in the safety really well, and that really opened up the
I think they were asking
yards.
It on the receiver 15, Harry Kay. So makes initial great block and stays on him. And I generally think it's the player looking. His players move direction. That it's obviously hard to see. Ooh, it's a low snap, and he managed to pick it up. Oh, couple of breaks, and he's going. Again, good blocking now. Good blocking now. And that's 3 first downs for the Bucks.
Does really well to find to work himself out of that there. Clearly, well, didn't seem like that was how it was designed.
Definitely not. The low snap seemed to obviously create a broken play.
But like I say, it's similar things to kind of the punt coverage and the defensive swarm, and now on offense, now just seeing that blocking right through to the end of the play, and it makes so much difference. Like the receiver on the far side there, if he doesn't seal his man on the outside and put in that much effort into the blocking, that ends up being a 2 and 3 yard play, whereas instead it's 10 plus.
Yeah, first down, and we're on trips. We're on trips on the far side here. Again, and that's a quick one. That's George Raven.
Not sure about that.
Oh, and Harrison Gilroy's down. Get up. So the one thing. Ooh, he's struggling there. He's limping now a lot. Oh, he needs to go down. I think
go down.
Harrison needs to go down. He's saying no, but he needs to go down. And this is where the coaches tell him to go down. Coaches tell him to go down, and this is obviously player safety. And he held his ankle before. He's looks in a lot of pain. It's not what you want to see at any level. So yeah, this part here. And this is just one of the things you notice with the Bucks offense then is the fact that you can see they've got trips on the far side, but the running backs on the trip side as well, not watching that backside where you can see the pressures coming from, and you just think that maybe there should be some adjustments there to put him on, because it is leaving him open for that we've had it a few times now, that blind side hit. It's yeah, and just where we are in this break now, and we we're on this, so just to touch before about yourself, and it's the first time I met you, but you started your football career at Titans under 16s, didn't you?
Yeah. Started in 2014 with what was then the under 17 team. She started with Sean, the head coach for the Titans, and played 3 years at under 17 and then 2 years at under 19. So went kind of all the way through, and that was kind of my pathway into American football.
And you obviously you've been at University of Nottingham as well, and as I spoke before about players that start young and they learn the fundamentals at young age and take that through. I'm sure we've seen Harrison get up there, which is great to see. And obviously, he has to go off for a play, but I'm sure yourself you've found that starting at such a young age, your experience now compared to say a rookie that comes in your age, how you can read it, that's massively developed your game, I'd imagine.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there are some very, very talented players that come in and excel very quickly due to their athleticism at later stages. I think university is still a very good place for people to start, but definitely gives an advantage if you've just played.
So jet sweep, and he's around the outside there, and he's out of bounds. And again, that's Sam Jackson. And as you know, we've mentioned Sam Jackson here when we're talking about the youth, and yourself. Sam Jackson's he's in his 9th year playing for now. Obviously, Lancashire. He started as it was Charlie Bucks. He started playing youth flag and gone on through to play under 16s contact, and then graduated up to under 19s contact. And can you just see the fundamental development of that? But to think that someone that's playing under 19 has been playing for 9 years is mad. So we got Harry McDermott in at QB, and and he doesn't look for the pitch. Can he pick? He does pick it up, and that's Max Carter, and he's broke through a couple, and there's a tackle. And again, we look at, and I will go back to it because it is massive at under 19. It's not. I think it gets missed quite a lot. The space that's on that open side, when you see that there, is realistically, if that was potentially 11v11, the space isn't there. And I know there's a big argument for people saying that it should be 11v11. As a coach and someone involved in a club trying to run it, it is hard. Yeah. It's hard to get numbers to sustain that, and we see it a lot across the league. And that the under-19s regional games we've got now is fantastic for that, you know, to get people into 11v11. So here we go again. Harry Mack, and he's going to, that's a big sack. That is a big sack. And that's number 5, Thiago Almeida. Apologies if I pronounced that wrong. But yeah.
Great pressure. The entire pocket kind of just collapsed around him.
They did. They really did.
It wasn't just one. It wasn't just one. It was the entire pocket, really.
Yeah. I mean, I shouted Thiago out then. It was actually 2 or 3 that pushed it. But we are seeing Harrison Gilroy take the field again now. So here we go. We're second and about 17. And they look for the pass. And again, he's took a shot. And it's up. It's up. And, and he's down. He looks to hurt his hands. That's Sam Jackson. A great play by, I think it was it 21?
Yeah, number 21. Bailey Cross, safety coming across.
Good play.
But we did a really good job getting over, unfortunately, a hard collision.
Yeah. You just obviously see Sam Jackson down. He looked to originally hold his hands, and you know but now his hands are on his head. So where he's
tough one where both defender and receiver are only looking at the ball.
Maybe potentially winded.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got his hands in his head, so I'm guessing he's winded, which is good. It's good. You know, it's obviously not good, but when it is
relatively,
yeah, when it's an injury, it's to do with winded and nothing to do with the head or you know anything serious. Then that is what you want. You know, and again, I've been around the game a long time, and Amanda, the medic for the Titans, is straight over there and on it, and you know she does do a fantastic job of making sure any player that goes down injured at whatever level gets the best treatment and is assessed well. So yeah, no, great to see he's back up. So we'll be taking the field, and yeah, it looks to be about 3rd and 16, 3rd and 17. And yeah, and just while we are on the break, again, I touched on the under-19s regionals, which is great for getting them into 11v11, because for yourself, your first experience 11v11, would that be in university?
Well, fortunately, GB was 11v11.
Yeah.
GB and 19s was 11v11, so played 3 games.
Yeah.
3 games there, obviously camps and stuff like that. But obviously, one.
And again, that pressure. The ball's up and it's floated, and it's going to be picked. It's an easy pick. It's a tackle though.
That's a safety. Oh, that's fortunate.
That is going to be interesting.
That is fortunate.
I think that is a very generous. I think that is very generous.
Looked as though he drifted after catching it, drifted back into the end zone. I think the referee has generously given forward progress.
Yeah, and again, this is where I'm glad it's you saying it.
Yeah,
and not me doesn't look biased
I'll
there.
say I will if it's.
Yeah, I mean he did catch it and of his own accord went backwards. Yeah. Yeah.
Look, I mean, it's one of those things that, you know, if you, it may well not matter, but
it makes a matter. But at the end of the day, it would have been 2 points and the kick back to the offense.
Yeah,
you know, it is a big thing that made a difference. And you know, it's easy to say from up here. I couldn't be a referee. I'm so glad we do have them. You know, and we're up the middle. Oh, I see. That's the problem. They've gone that, but there's a big space out now. I'm running. And I think that was a big risk. I think that there was a big risk by the Bucks. Obviously, they thought it was coming up in there and they tried to stuff the middle, but there was no one watching the outside on that contain.
I think, well, I don't know. For me personally, I think as a player, I don't mind that. Like, if you've got an opportunity where the offense is on the 1 yard line, I'd very much like to. I would go all out on something, and
definitely.
If you get it right, you get that 2 points. If you don't get it right, 15 yards, you know, the Titans effectively now are still starting their drive at
still
the 17 yard line.
Yeah,
I think it's worth it for the potential payoff.
Yeah, they're asking for false start there, but to be honest, that's better than a false start.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
We got some stuff on the side. All good.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
No, I think Yeah, I think in that situation, sell out on the run. I think it did look like he was kind of. I don't know whether it was an individual responsibility. Someone maybe wasn't didn't play the force that they were meant to be. Because it looked like he kind of got bottled up inside and then just bounced it to the outside because of how stuffed it was up the middle.
Yeah, and it's a great read. You want that, and at the same time, passing that pressure, you're trying to force like a fumbled snap as well. Yeah. So we see this now. We go to second and 14, and it.
Wonder if we are approaching the end of the half.
Yeah, I've not seen a 2-minute warning yet. Neither team has taken a timeout. We have had a couple of stoppages for injuries. Obviously, Harrison won there. And yeah, from up here we've seen a few, what we would say, missed calls. But overall, it's been a pretty good and clean game with very few penalties. We've got motion. Let's see again. So, does look to turn up feeling now. Again, the defense.
I think that was
a bit less,
maybe egregious than the previous instance.
Yeah. So just looking at
Titans timeout.
Well, that'll be the 2 minutes. We're just looking here now, so this will be interesting. The 6 and 8. Obviously, Harrison Gilroy and whoever number 8 is. Sorry for the Titans. Richie Ufriye. Obviously, 2 physical players and 2 players on the bounce now where they've been, run blocking and trying to get off the block. But interestingly, the helmet did come off Richie then, so he should. I know they're asking
with the timeout, he'll be able to stay on.
Yeah,
I believe.
So we're looking now again, 2 consecutive losses. So we're now on third and 16, 3rd and 17, but we have seen them convert on long play before. Number 10 is on our near sideline here.
Yeah, I think if I'm the Titans, that's who I'm going to here. Max protect and give him a chance to go and make a play.
Yeah, we have a look. Yeah, and again the left and there.
Oh, he wasn't.
And that's an easy pick. And can he run it back? And he's going, and he's tackled at the 5. And that there does look, I think that's Tommy Longworth. Yeah, Tommy Longworth with a pick.
Yeah, quarterback and receiver didn't seem to be on the same page, wasn't?
No, the pass was underthrown. So I'm not too sure. I didn't see if it was a timeout, obviously. So not seeing a 2-minute warning. I'm pretty sure I've not missed it yet. But what that is a great, obviously, swing of momentum for the Bucks here, and they've got to look to capitalise on this now.
You remember who started on offense? I can't remember. Just thinking in terms of how big this could be, because I think it might have been the Buccaneers started on offense, but
kicked. You're asking an old man to remember something.
Yeah.
Now. Oh, and the blocks are, and it's Harrison going. He looks to be taken off. Is he in? He looks.
Yeah.
And he looks across the line, and that's a touchdown. Harrison Gilroy. And there we go. And that's currently now 13-6 to the Bucks.
Yeah, I think it's
and we hear a bit of cheering there now.
Tough situation for the DB on the goal line, but I think found themselves kind of rooted to the spot on the goal line, and ultimately when you don't have any kind of forward momentum going, and you've got a QB with 6-7 yard run up at you, I think even if you do make the tackle, it's inevitably going to get across the goal line.
Yeah, and it's easy to do as receivers. You want to make blocks, and that sometimes we see where there's a silly block in the back that's not needed for the receiver just to say like, I can't do anything there. He's got to go a 1-on-1. They go for 2, and it's Harrison Gilroy again, and he's going to be short. Defense get him there.
Just one.
An interesting move to go for 2 then.
Because we've already kicked and it's been fine. So.
Yeah, very.
I suppose if you go for 2, it makes it.
It does make that.
Makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's still a touchdown game, but Titans, on their first touchdown, weren't able, or my first touchdown, their only touchdown, weren't able to convert. So
No, it's
suppose
just it's still early on, but you've got a kicker, you've got a kick in Harry Case that you've seen him kick field goals, and you're like, they can make this. So sometimes you've got to think how early on it is and take those points.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a risk and reward in it, and we'll just see. So.
I mean, based on the last kick, I'm expecting we can. Oh yeah, I think that's a good decision to tell them to back up. I mean, I don't think it'll make any difference anyway. But based on the last kick,
you catch it in your own end zone. It depends on how good the chasing of getting downfield.
Yeah.
And again, this is where depth could come into it. In these special teams. Oh. Now you know it's the same players that are offense and defense have got to get on special teams and chase it down, and that's it's a lot. You want it to be a touchback to save your legs.
Yeah.
Because some of these were going straight on to starting defense. Kick, drive. Yeah. And look at that. Yeah. That's not even touched the field. That is incredible. And again, an under 19 with a leg like that is he's in under 19's GB contact, but you've got to say that you're expecting adult contact to be started looking at that, and at GB levels, it's like those that you want to come through those ranks later on. He's developing. It's immense. So again, apologies, I can't tell you how long is left in this half. We're relying on looking at the refs. The ref looks like he can watch a lot. I think could be. No, he's got his hand up. So we get, and it's a run once again, and a great defense. So the ref's closely looking to his watch. I do think he's maybe looking for 2 minutes. Yeah. So we're looking.
Great flow again from the Buccaneers defense.
It really is, And again, the middle, and there again. And again, that's number 11, Max Carter. He's been creating some havoc, really, as on that defensive line. And Max Carter again, so he's only in his second year. I think that'll be 2 minutes. Oh, it's halftime.
Halftime.
So probably we have missed the 2 minute. So yeah, it's halftime. That is halftime. So just 1 second. So, as we are approaching halftime, it's the Bucs 13. It's the Titans 6. Again, I still didn't actually see any 2 minute warning signal from the refs, but
must have missed it at some point.
Yeah, there's a lot to watch.
Yeah, I think the Titans offensively need to find something here. I assume this is a formation that they've used with success over the course of the season, but seems like the Buccaneers have prepared really well for this game, and on those holes don't seem to be opening up. So whether it's a case of spreading the field out on offense a bit more and creating maybe some more one-on-one situations rather than condensing and having, because at the moment the Buccaneers are able to swarm. Obviously, having that condensed formation does mean that there are more players in the area and they have less distance to go to get there. So perhaps if they can spread the formation out a bit, spread the defenders out a bit more, might be a bit more opportunity for some space to get going, because we've seen a couple of times he has managed to get going. Daniel Afumi, he has got up to speed and has made some good yards. So yeah, I think that's the big thing for the Titans. Think Chorley, to be honest. Sorry, not Chorley, Lancashire. I know played as Chorley. I think just keep doing exactly what they've been doing in the first half, really, and
yeah, I think
if, along with the like say the attitude, the blocking, the swarming on defense, and a lot of the special teams has all been really good, and it's really positive sign. I imagine the Buccaneers coaches will be very pleased with what they've seen in the first half.
Yeah, I agree. And just before we finish on that, is there the Titans, like I said last week, were 14-0 down, and and here they're only 7 points down. Oh sorry, 2 weeks ago with 14 down. Here they're only 7 points down. So to come back is very very doable for them. They've been in that situation, so they know they can. It's just obviously, and it's hard at halftime. You have this break, you've got to come out and play again, and you obviously need it, but it changes momentum massively from that on. So I believe we're going to take a short break now, maybe 5-10 minutes, then we'll be back on, and we're going to talk in lots more of youth junior football. It is the Bucks 13, Titans 6, and this is the quarterfinal. So we'll see you soon. Hello and welcome back. Teams are still doing the warm ups and getting ready. The refs aren't out yet. So far, it's the Bucks 13 and it's Titans 6. Sorry. And just while we're on this break, really good time to talk about the under-19s regionals that started. And they started. We've seen them last year, and really good way for youth and junior players to get a taste of 11v11 action if they've not been to GB yet. And we have Scotland, we have South, we have the Midlands, and obviously we've got Team North up here. Registrations have gone live, and just I know for yourself, Daniel, they didn't have those regionals games back then. But if you hadn't had GB, that would have been a fantastic opportunity for you to get a taste of 11v11 before then.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's. I think also just kind of it's good as a at the moment, or well, previously, kind of when I was coming through, it was if you weren't GB, you didn't get that kind of opportunity, and I don't think it should necessarily be that. So I think it's great that there is that opportunity now, and also I think especially from ending up knowing some of the guys that I've ended up knowing either through GB or through university that played in other under-19 teams at kind of at the same time I was playing. It would have been nice to actually play with some of them and kind of represent, in our case, the North against the South and Midlands and Scotland. So yeah, I think it's a great opportunity.
It is, and I know Team North, they'll be doing camps this year, and obviously you get your jersey in there and that, and again it's just getting you into that 11v11 football and just opportunities to play against. The big thing that you get, especially at younger ages, and often as a coach I'd repeat a lot, is that I know that your rivals on the field now, but as you graduate and go up, you are going to be on the same team as these, maybe playing at GB or in this instance of regionals. So yeah, it's great having that on-field rivalry, but when it's done, you're potentially playing alongside them and your teammates or whichever, and it's about having those relationships off the field. And you see it a lot, especially at younger age now with social media, that they all know each other before sometimes they've even played each other. And that is great to see. That's what you want, and I do think these regionals is not only obviously a great step for them to be able to try 11v11 football, especially because it's 16 to 19, so you can get those that are now in under 16s contact. I think some of them that are at that level can play it. So it gives them that introduction. So it's a big step that gives them that introduction. Obviously, the refs are coming back out now, but just also, I've made some notes and stuff, and we talked before about the progression of players going on to to adult football through the ranks. Just for myself, because I've been around for that long. The likes of Sam Bloomfield, he started his career, at back then the Charlie Bucks flag, played through contact levels, went to Lancashire Wolverine Colts, and then the Lancashire Wolverines, then to the Titans, and had a great career. We coach on the Buck sideline, also the Titans sideline as well. Is Alex Challenge, who's played there. Got Josh Mills and Charlie Martin, all come through the Bucks and playing at a Prem level, and some of them at international level, and you see that yourself. And then just kind of flipping it, I'll touch on it again later when the game starts. Well, but not just, obviously it's a very male dominated sport in mixed contact, but we have got two fantastic females involved with both clubs, within Ruby Watson, or Ruby Robinson, apologies, said it wrong, and then and Kira Collier. So Kira started at the Bucks at cadet flag and gone through, went playing under 19s as the only female on her team, and against mostly males in the sport, and now plays for Titans ladies, and played in a adult development game against Rosendale last week, against, I think probably everyone else was a male, and held her own and showed you can still do it. And then you've got Ruby, and Kira also played at UClan as well. Again, it's a male-dominated sport. And then you've got Ruby, who played through the Titans ranks, played at GB, played at Lancaster Bombers, and been over and played for San Diego Rebellion. You know, these are opportunities and not just for males in the sport.
Absolutely.
So yeah, you know, it's important to make sure that we promote the female game and females play in this mix because they can hold their own. Like, take this the right way. Some of these youngsters and that, I won't want to go against them. I mean, most people that know me know how small I am as anyway. But yeah, you know, as we go on that. And you know, just looking out on the field today at both teams and that progression, I'd imagine there's easily probably over 150 to 200 years worth of experience just from youth junior players, which is absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
When you think about that. Obviously, as we get ready now to take over for the second half, it is Bucks at kicking off and Titans to receive. We've seen 2 kickoffs already from the Bucks, which have both gone out the back of the end zone. So you know, we kind of expect the same here from Harry Case. So the whistle blows ready for the second half. Oh, and this kick's going out. Look, and it swung. It swung to left and it's gone out of bounds. There's a flag there. Obviously, it'd be up to the Titans of where they take it and imagine the best possible spot. But the Titans offense look to take the field.
Yeah,
you know?
I think it's quite interesting actually on this rule. Obviously, if it goes out of bounds, if it's kicked out of bounds on a kickoff, I think the choice is either that take the ball at the 30 or a re-kick from 5 yards further back. And it seems like predominantly, in this case, not the case, but it seems like predominantly teams take the re-kick, which I never really understand because a lot of the time, especially against good kickers. This would be a prime example if you take the re-kick and he sailed it out the back of the end zone both times. Like, what's the point in taking a re-kick 5 yards back? It'll be 5 yards deep in the end zone. So
exactly.
I think smart decision by the Titans to take the position.
Ooh, we managed to get back then. So Titans 1st and 10, and we got to run. Oh, and they've changed QB here now. Yeah. So we've got different QB and
yeah, Jorge Santana in at QB, who did start at QB to start the year.
So if I'm right, and I think I am, Santana was the under-16s QB that come up, and I remember watching him at under-16s, and he's good, and he can run with the ball as well. He is very mobile. So yeah, you know, this here gives them a bit of a different, and then obviously they've still got Dean in the backfield to give that option. So we're on another run now. Oh, and he just got to get his legs, and they're not broken down. And he's still going.
Oh.
Sam Jackson's down on the field.
Yeah, I was unfortunate to see Buccaneers play down once again. I was actually about to compliment the Buccaneers on how they were playing the run with kind of bigger running backs. A lot of the time, the thing you want is that running back going laterally and not getting downhill and being able to impose themselves. So it was playing it with Spill, shepherding him towards the sideline, not really gaining any ground, is usually a good way to go about it. But a really good job to work back upfield and kind of broke one tackle and then was kind of away.
Yeah. I think he broke maybe more than one, but yeah, he were dragging on and pulling his shirt to try and bring him down. He's a big player to bring down. And what we see now in the backfield with Christian Dean is he's a lead blocker, and as you touched on before, he's played tight end.
Yeah.
So he is used to blocking and will be good at blocking.
Yeah. I think also maybe adds a good option to leak out and quick dump off pass and get it in his hands and let him work in a bit of space as well.
Yeah.
Probably adds maybe another dimension to the Titans offense.
Yeah. Sam Izzo, which is good to see, and going to be on 3rd and 4. And just, yeah, interesting to be interested to see the change in quarterback, how this changes the Titans' offenses. So we've got to wait for the player to leave the field yet, but yeah, we're on 3rd and 4. So we're back in play. And it's a run again. And they're getting it. And it's a first down and then some. Oh, there's a fumble. Now. But we do have a player down. We've got Luke Hay down. It does not look good. He's holding his head.
Is Buccaneers ball?
Yeah. Medic is on. So, just while we do have this injury timeout again, obviously I couldn't see the fumble there, but he's not been down by contact, so it is a turnover on downs, which is really big for the what the Bucs need, I think, because it looked like the Titans would have got some momentum there the way they were moving that then. And again, it's hard to see, but it looked is it a case of, the first man in the second ball, or third man's got third player's got ripped that football out, which...
Yeah, the strange thing here is the Titans offense has walked back out onto the field.
Yeah, you're right. So maybe...
Which is very strange to me, because the referees did certainly signal Buccaneers ball, and I don't think there was any doubt about whether or not...
No, and the chains are facing for the Bucs offense.
So I'm slightly confused by that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looked like Daniel got a first down, and then just, like you say, as he was being tackled, second, third, fourth man came in and knocked it loose.
Mm. Yeah.
No doubt as to whether or not he was down. Yeah, and Titans coaches are questioning whether it's whose ball it is, but I don't think there really is any question about it.
No. I'm a bit confused with why the Titans coaches think that their offense was on the field.
Yeah. No indication.
No.
That they should be.
No. But yeah, obviously we're still in the injury time. And just, as kind of bit touched on before, and as a lookout and touched on, some of the players come through the ranks, been playing for a long time, and we're touching yourself before as like the Kira Collie, like her youngest brother Harrison, he just finished yesterday his last game of flag football, and he's playing contact as well, and the 16 contact, but I think he's been doing it for 6 years now, and he's just finishing his under 14s flag contact career 6 years in, and he's getting to play. He's already played a year of under 16s contact, and it's just incredible. I think of AJ Carr, people may have heard, obviously at Bristol and GB. He started coming down, at 5 and that, and many years ago, and has been through the ranks. Obviously for a Lancs point, we've got Daniel Schofield and James Schofield, and Daniel, as you know, from University of Nottingham, he's played his first year and he's played gold all year.
Yeah.
It just highlights, and there's plenty of Titans players, I'm sure I just don't know them, just highlights the importance and how good youth and junior football and flag football really is for these players in development.
Yeah.
So we go first down, Bucks, and it's Harrison Gilroy on a run, and he's tackled after 2. But yeah, I think it really does. Programs that have got these youth and junior ones that can filter into play adult contact, and we do see some players obviously leave the sport for various reasons and that, but ones that then go into adult contact or even flagged, this difference of what they've got, their ability is immense. Mm-hmm. And we got a run now, a rare run from the Bucs. We've not seen the Bucs run that much.
It's a good hole there.
Yeah, and that's Harry McDermott on the run. A gain of 5. We're on 3rd and 3. And yeah, just thinking he's not playing today for the Titans. Charlie Evans.
Yeah.
Charlie Evans is someone that's come through the youth system, and he's coaching the under 16 contact. And absolute credit to him. I had to official a game a few weeks back. Superb young player and a superb young coach. You know, you've seen him getting into coaching as well, like Sean. Sean, the head coach of the Titans under 19. You see him now getting into this. Oh, it's a jet sweep. When it's not on, that's a big loss of yards.
Now it'll be 4th and long. Expect them to punt here.
Yeah. Yeah. You know,
opportunity again for the Titans. Obviously had a blocked punt earlier on in the game. Have been close on other occasions. Did see that great punt earlier that completely flipped field position. So,
and you just think after seeing Harry's punting skill and kicking skill in total, you know, is he going to aim for a sideline here and look? Can he pin the ball down? You know.
I mean, there's currently no one back to return for the Titans, so all out block by the look of it.
But they're playing quite wide. There's not really anyone. So there we go, and he has gone for the sideline. It's got to bounce. It's bouncing in. Can they? It's chasing it down again.
Perfect.
They'll take that. They'll take that down at the 5. And again,
nicely weighted punt. I mean, I will say as when you don't put a returner back there, although you are maybe able to get more pressure on the punter, it does give the punter a lot of ability to just kind of put it down there and hope that the ball does its thing, rather than having to worry about someone coming across and scooping it up and taking it back. So
you could see how lightly kicked it, you know. And but again, even with that at under 19s, that's smart play to be able to make these decisions, you know, and like I said before, he's in his 2nd year and at GB, and it does show the knowledge that they've picked up.
Receiver completely uncovered on the left side. Might get a Buccaneers timeout to seems to be a bit of confusion with the substitutions for the Buccaneers.
I think that's obviously we had the player go off injured before, so there was some confusion about who's on. You know, and come on now is we got Alfie Barrett that's come on to take his place here.
I think to be fair, before the fumble, I think it's probably the most kind of in control the Titans offense had seemed, in terms of like knowing where they were meant to be going and kind of consistent gains and holes opening up, rather than kind of relying on that big play to just kind of a big deep pass where you're relying on someone to win one-on-one. It was seemed almost more methodical and more consistent, rather than struggling 1st and 2nd down and hoping for something on 3rd.
No, definitely. It's added a new dimension. You've seen how the pass is there. It's a quick pass for the slant. Oh, it's just, you know, that's a nice pass, really. You know.
Marginally short of the receiver, but it's a.
You know, realistically, you know, it's always big ass and easy to say from sidelines to see, but looked at a catchable ball. You know, if you put your body on and you go for the slide and that. But yeah, you know, it's an early sign of what the QB can do. And as I said, I have seen him come through the ranks, and he does look like a dual threat as well.
Yeah, absolutely, very mobile.
Yeah. We get motion here now. So 2nd down. And there we go. We talk about the mobile, and there he comes down. He's looking back, and he slipped, and he has to go down. Yeah.
Manages to stay out the end zone. In the first meeting this season at the start of the year, it was after after we'd had our pre-season camp for the senior team, and we watched the game, and there were shouts of can he play for us, because of how well he was playing and how mobile he was. Obviously it helped that Charlie Martin was sat in the crowd and taking it from the rest of the lads. So absolutely a dual threat. Obviously, again, very good discipline from the Buccaneers defense to keep it in.
And again, Max Carter. So they go for the run, and now he cuts back and works the middle. And now, good defense. So they tightened up the defense, and it's Max Carter again. You know, Max Carter again. That's 2 back-to-back plays he's been and made them for the Bucs. And this now, you know, you're punting from your own end zone, and it's difficult. Like, look, they're looking where the back line is, and how far they've got to step back.
We'll say the good job from Daniel Lafumbi. Obviously, you can see sometimes running backs will. Oh, there is no returner back for Lancashire either.
Nine. This is strange.
Very good point. Well, all that blocking that position, and they've got there.
It's a
safety. That'll be a safety, yeah.
That's a safety.
I mean, it's
Sam Collin, Harry McDermott, and that's a safety, and they get the ball back. I
mean, I think that's better execution of it though. That the line felt very crowded.
Yeah.
And to the point where there just wasn't enough blockers for players, and there is that issue of obviously usually on a punt you'll be 12, 14 yards back, but because of how close you are to the goal line, there's a limit to how far back you can really be. So it gives the punter less time to get anything off. You see Christian tried to just get it off and still couldn't get it away.
No. And we saw 2 Bucks players through the line there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I say, Harry Mack and Sam Collier. And again, I go back to, because this is the passion and what I love. You're looking at, Sam played for GB under 17s. You got Harry Mack at GB under 19s contact. Harry's in his 12th year. Sam's like in his 10th year at the Bucks. Like the experience they've got is there, and it shows. So we've not actually got a screen in front of us. So if you are making comments, apologies, we can't see them. So if you have asked questions, I will try and get to them and we'll ask them back. Oh, and the return there from Harry Case. So yeah.
So the score now 15-6 to the Buccaneers with possession of the ball.
Yeah. So just had a quick look at the screen, and there was one that said fantastic coverage. So we appreciate that from 2 rookie commentators here. And I think, I have to say that the setup here is fantastic, and to be able to do it is great. And obviously, it's a passion to talk about youth and junior football around, and I will talk about that. So the back to the screen, and it's dropped. Yeah. Some shouts to the crowd there. Obviously, the Titans supporters, looking to G up these Titan players now. So yeah, obviously now it's a 9-point difference. So we are looking at a 2-score game as it stands. The Bucks realistically look to have to capitalise this on this play if they can do. From the motion, you kind of think it's not going to be another jet sweep here. We're going to set. Yeah, it stays on. Oh, it's a fumble, and that's a big loss. Low snap there. Low snap, and in fact, we've not seen too many, low snaps, and the offensive line is such a difficult position to play, and especially at centre, most underrated position that you're playing when you've got someone at you and you've got to snap that ball and get ready to block. And we're looking at Matt Bolton there. It's 65. Played at Edge Hill University and then come down to under 19s. So again, not a massive experience.
If I'm the Buccaneers, I'm trying to get the Titans to bite down on something short and then go over the top.
Yeah. Oh, and he's being chased. He's got to make something go down, or does he go down? No, he gets
good rally. Yeah. I think on the far side, it did look like there was a shorter route with a man going deep, but good discipline from Titans DBs to shut that down.
Yeah. And Harrison Gilroy again limping off. Limping off. He is struggling. You're right. And realistically, Harrison again. He's I've talked a lot about him, but he's come through from Northeast Academy. So again, he's played a lot of years and a lot of experience in that, and he's someone that wants to. He's at UCLan Ramsey. He's someone that wants to make a play, and be a leader on the field, and he is. And you can see that he wants to make that, and sometimes he's got to be a bit smart and go down. I'm not getting the yards. I need to go down.
Yeah.
Which is easy said than done, especially as a coach. You're like, go down, and the players want to just make that play. So here we go. The punt. Ooh, the shank punt there. Not one of his, but it's got a good bounce, you know, but it's not one of his best.
A much better field position for the Titans.
Yeah. You know, and Harry won't be happy with that punt, I'm sure, after the kicks he's done already, and that he's definitely not going to be happy with that. And realistically, the Bucks will see that as an opportunity missed, not being able to capitalise on, you know, on that safety and get more points. The down box does need change, and it is first down. It's showing 4. Oh, there we go. So here we go, and we got a run.
Nope.
Oh wow. Realistic. I mean, look at that. You've got Harry McDermott. You've got Sam Collier. You've got Max Carter, and I'm trying to see the other one is 55. Ethan Lemon. Just every one of that defensive front there was literally on that player.
Yeah, I think offensively you got to look at as good as the securing of the tackle was. You got 2 guys unblocked on the strong side of a run play, and you got to ask questions: where is that leak coming from?
Yeah, but you then wonder, is it trying to set up a play action? And again, this run, no, that was an early snap. Yeah. There you go, and he's got to break out, and he's looking to break out. He's looking to take off. He's looking to make, and he slides, and that's clever play from the QB. You know, he wasn't expecting that snap. It came early.
Yeah.
Fortunate
not to have a collision with the man in motion, to be honest.
Yeah.
In the end, so probably about as good as you could hope from a Titans point of view. And now, you know, again behind the sticks.
Yeah,
almost 3rd and 20. Sorry.
Yeah, and I was just about to say before, he was wondering if the play before was looking to set up that play action with that blindside bootleg.
Yeah,
which we've seen fail with the previous plays. But this QB seems to roll out more to his right, and obviously they seem to be passing to the right side. So we will see now. Oh, and a low snap again, and just, you know, did well to actually have the ball and make something. You know, and keep hold of it, really. But not a good drive from the Titan 19s. And QB's getting a bit frustrated there, and you can understand why, but he needs to keep his head as much as he can. You know, there's a lot of football left, and it's things like this, like they're obviously still walking off the field and being slow get off, and they've got a punt. But especially for the younger players, keeping your head in a cool head is what you need now. So we do have a returner back, obviously.
Good pressure again.
He's taking it. A nice catch. And that's
out of bounds
again.
There, I think.
Oh, and again, you know, that's number 30. That's Sam Jackson, who we've seen go down, and a great take. Which, you know, it's not easy to take. How many punt returners do we see? Even at all levels, but like adult level, you see them and they don't take it. They fumble it. To have the confidence to take it, and that was fantastic.
Absolutely. You see a lot of returners who will stop and let the ball bounce in front of them, and he's come on at pace and taken it beautifully.
Yeah.
I will say, I think on this occasion, the Titans coaches, I think, have reason to feel aggrieved. I think he did step out a good 10 yards before where they've eventually marked him.
Yeah, probably.
To my eye.
It's hard with the black lines, but yeah, because you got the yellow line and the black line.
Yeah,
it's quite deceiving.
I think you can kind of see that drag of towards the sideline. I think he has stepped out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then ball's been spotted a good 10 yards further forward from that point, but I like I say, I could be wrong.
What I will say is I think it was 15. Christian Dean looked to make the tackle and collided with the ref, but that would have been after it if he'd stepped out and come back in. Just a trip, you know.
I think collided potentially with his own man there.
I think you're right. I think he collided with his
the original trip.
Yeah, the centre's leg. I'd say so.
Well, again, it looks like there are holes to run through.
And you know, we touched on it in the first half about fatigue kicking in and that. And it's a big ask for, you know, a small squad to do this, and having been a coach of small squads, it's hard, and you see the players doing it's immense, you know. So here we go again. So he's managed to make something of nothing there. The referee is a bit in the way there, and to be honest, that there looked confusion on that play. Like Harrison Gilroy, the quarterback, looked like he didn't expect to take that. But realistically, you know, it's worked out well.
I'm not sure why we've got first down.
No,
on
me
the
neither.
far side of the field. Should be third.
It should be third. You're right.
Yeah, I think
looking to correct.
I think the defensive line just got a bit overeager there and got too far upfield, or have ended up kind of, rather than trying to fight through gaps, have ended up just widening, and there's just no kind of gap integrity there. And with that delayed handoff, running back's almost looked up and has got massive holes in front of him.
Look, pass. Oh, too high. For George Raven, that's too high. And he's fourth down, and you know, you ask the question, like, they've got Harry Case that can kick field goals. You know, I know.
I'd love to see an attempt from 37 yards.
Yeah,
would love to see it.
You know, it's only 9 points that'd make it 18 points. That makes it. And it's still 2 touchdowns, but obviously it's short. You expect them to go for it. So
is it a QB sneak here? I would expect.
It's a tough ask.
Oh, it's fumbled.
He's bounced out, but he's bouncing it short. That is short.
I don't.
No,
I'll be honest, especially given the injury troubles he's had during this game. I don't love the decision to put him under center and force him into a pile of bodies where he can very easily get rolled up on.
No, I agree, and to be honest, like, obviously I don't know how much practice that. But realistically, you need some more big bodies at the side of you to be able to do it and push them there. And you know that weren't there.
And even then, they've run the kind of the quarterback draw a couple of times with decent success for 3, 4, 5 yards. And if you are going to run the QB, that's probably what I'd prefer.
Oh, can he get outside? And the ball's gone, and it's caught by Dean. It is caught by him. He's going downfield, and a tackle made.
Good tackle in the open field.
It was a good tackle, you know. And realistically, you could see when I played run on, wasn't set, and you know the Titans took advantage, but it nearly backfired because he nearly burst through the line.
He got a running start.
He did.
He got a 20-yard running start.
Yeah, maybe they should have snapped it when he was coming on the field. But Tommy Longworth then with a good tackle. But yeah, just going back to that, you know, come in that tight formation, maybe think that you're going for that, but you know, realistically, do a fake and get a quick pass outside it or something,
or even just hard count.
Yeah,
see if you can get it for free. I mean, speaking of hard count,
encroachment. How is
that not encroachment?
I'm really sorry, but that's encroachment. Like, Titans have been really hard done to there, and people that listen to me on this stream that say you're a Lancs player, I am, but that was big time encroachment. We're getting a bit of.
It's probably a three or four guys a good yard over the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and really, it's plays like that really frustrate you. Like, as the coach, you can see it. You can see his hands touched him. You know, it's clear hands have touched him. And the Bucs have got to be more disciplined on that, watching that ball, because truthfully, it's 3rd and short now. Tyson's, I'd go for a hard count, you know, and see to get it, because it's there, but
having an extended discussion, the referee.
Yeah, but I don't think they can. They can't do the encroachment now.
No, they could.
Well, they do look to be facing it. They are facing it.
That is bizarre.
But there's no flag. There's no flag.
Quarter?
End of quarter.
Must be quarter, yeah.
End of quarter, there we go.
Quick quarter.
It was.
I mean, has been a lot of running from both sides, I suppose.
Yeah.
I was going to say they can't give an encroachment.
No, but it did.
After the play's over.
Oh, chains need to be sorted there. Yeah.
Looks like they are on it.
Tell you what, it's confusing being a commentator to be able to sit, and we're up here, and to be able to find out what's going on is difficult. But yeah, you can see now Sean is asking, like, must be asking for encroachment, why it's been missed. Like, you can see it's frustrating, and so he should be. So he should be. The Bucs have to be more disciplined with that. But see, a bit there. Second time I've seen it now is whoa. See, now where the flag going to come in now, because Harry Mack has retaliated to being punched in the helmet. So number 24 has retaliated, but definitely number 9 has punched 24 in the helmet. The ref is pointing at number 9.
It'll be gone.
Mm.
I'll be honest, I didn't see that, but
Yeah.
he, assuming they do call it as you've seen it, he should be gone.
Yeah, he is pointed to number 9. 24, Harry has retaliated, and obviously the coach now trying to calm him down in that. And this is, again, we talk about the rivalries, we talk about what's on the line, and it does get heated now. So this really is a big plays and that, and not even that. It's difficult at all levels, but you want to be disciplined, and you want your players to be disciplined, and because they do get ejected, and you've got the playoffs next. You don't play that game.
Yeah, even if you do get through.
Yeah, and especially for some of these under-19s that are potentially the last games of the under-19s career, you don't want it to be that you got ejected on your last game and that. And it's tough. It's easy to commentate from when you can't see it of what's being said and what's being done. In this instance, it looks like the ref's done the flag. There doesn't look to be just being unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be off the sideline. So
no, and to be honest, it's a bit of a. I know he's put like there's handbags in it and hit him in the face it's not acceptable in that. But as long as they get a first personal foul on that, the youngsters and that, there's. Yeah, I was trying to it's trying to help and teach them as well.
Yeah.
So, snap. It's blocked again.
Good
He blocked
rush.
it. Sam Collier with a block, and he's chasing it down. He's chasing it. He's recovered it. He's fumbled it. He's got it back. Sam Collier. And there could be a flag there.
Yeah.
A stupid play. I'm sorry to say. Absolute no need for that. This is again where I talked before about the experience and being smart, and now you've gone and done that, and excitement. I understand.
It goes from the 1 yard line to the 16.
Yeah, it's stuff like that you've got to be smarter and be calm on. That's and apologise to say the word stupid play, but as a coach, that's what I would be saying. It's about being that smart thing there, and you get it. You made a massive play, but it's a big difference in it. Like you said,
yeah,
going from the 1 to now to the 16-yard line.
I think given trying to give the benefit of the doubt is tough in the sense that you see that in the NFL week in, week out, and it's not a flag, and then you come to under 19 and that suddenly spiking a ball is a flag, and it's
there's a flag on the side. But yeah, it is, and you see it a lot of not being able to celebrate touchdowns and plays like that, and you kind of understand it, but at the same time, like, let them have fun, like, regardless, like, especially like at any level, they're paying to play, like, as long as it's not delaying the game loads and that, let them have some
taunting.
Fun. Yeah, like the spike's not gone into anyone's face, they're not taunting and stuff like that.
Like to me personally, as much as yes, it is like by the letter of the law, it is a flag. I don't massively see anything wrong with. I've never really understood why spiking the ball in British American football is a flag, but it is, and I suppose knowing you'd hope that if he knows that, he doesn't then get caught up and in like the moment. But
if it goes into someone, that's different. It's high energy, you're competitive, even at our level. So here we go now. They have to max on this, and there's Titans swarm that. The Titans swarm. That's Max Carter and Titans swarm it, and
it's much better from the Titans defense.
And Max Carter is staying down at the minute. Is he okay? He's sat down. He is okay. He looks to be coming off.
I think especially with the way the Titans' offense has looked in the second half in particular, I think Titans' defense really needs to come up with a stop here.
Yeah, you
look like they've switched from a 4-man front to a 3-man front. Maybe maybe just with the running of the ball, it allows them to flow a little bit better, and maybe then again, if you'd expect the Buccaneers to be looking to run the ball, so taking players out of the box.
And Harrison Gilroy goes up the middle. He's coming outside, and he's tackled. He's broke it, and then tackled. Again, you've seen him go down a few times, and you're like, is that a design player? Has he scrambled it? But as a Lancs Bucks, I'm kind of wincing at him running because you don't want him to go down injured. And
yeah, I think it looked almost like a speed option look that then kind of very quickly chose to take himself. I think, to be honest, he may well have been able to get more yards if he'd gone more north-south rather than trying to reverse field and go all the other way, because there was not loads of defenders in the area.
No. So here we go with the pass. Ball's out, and it's it's intercepted. It's a big interception. This could be a change here. Cuts back and tackled. And you could just see the Harrison, 2 defenders on him, just lofts it up, and it is intercepted.
Yeah, completely.
And we have to go back to the flag of the spike in the ball. That it's what a difference that now makes there. It's two opportunities now that the Bucks have not been able to capitalise on with the safety, having the ball back from the safety, and then that blocked punt. It's questions that if things do change, do they come back to haunt you going down the line?
Absolutely.
So here we go. So still 2 backs, and we still have Hore in at QB, and he's looking to pass on the slant. The catch is made, and so's a tackle. Well, nice 6-yard gain there, though. And there's
I think that... second completion, because he got the dump off to Christian at the other end.
Yeah.
I think, this the sort of time where, whenever there's a turnover, a change of possession, it's always a really good time to try and make a big play, take advantage of, the defense has suddenly been called to come on the field, and maybe an opportunity to catch them.
Yeah.
Maybe not quite as focused.
Again. Ooh. So the one, I nearly said it before, and I think I got caught up with something, is it's hard to, obviously, we can't hear any snap, can't snap, but sometimes it looks like the snap is slightly delayed with the Titans movement and that. So, sometimes you seem the snap comes out a bit slower. So we will see now, we're on 3rd and short. I kind of suspect, looking at the slants again, the way in passing, or do they look for the run up that middle again? Nope. So the slants again is there.
I mean,
and it's there. When he's caught it,
They'll be asking for a horse collar.
They will be.
I think he was on the. I think it looked like he was on the shoulder pad, and it kind of then got pulled around. So it looked, because of his relative position, it looked like more of a horse collar. But
if I'm honest, it was jersey in there, and the player's legs didn't buckle, which is what's deemed with a horse collar, of the buckling of the legs, and we didn't see that. As I said, it's 3rd and short. Expect the slants. It's what they've used a couple of times, and they did go straight to the slants there.
I think it appears to be there most times. I mean, the Buccaneers DBs are playing a few yards off. Looks like maybe we've...
And you'd be respecting this receiver that's caught now. So he's looking again. He's going to go deep. He's looking the post, and there it is. And can he get picked? Oh, it's a good play. It's a good play by Harry Case.
I think to me here, the safety in the middle of the field, I wouldn't be running that. Well, as a safety, I'd be loving that coming straight at me in the middle of the field. I think for the Titans, if you can drag that corner in, maybe leak Christian out underneath and drag that corner away, and he might have some space. And then the linebackers need to be disciplined and peel with him.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, I was expecting a slant goal, then I was expecting to go up the side. So we go back to so it's a roll out for the QB, and then you can see he's got the legs, and he's running downfield, and he's taking it, and he's out of bounds. So there you go.
First time the bootleg has kind of properly worked.
Yeah, and the backside, which I said before, they looked at, where they're trying to design that backside there is, because we saw in the first half it get absolutely stuffed a few times, but then he's got it, and again it comes back to you playing that that man coverage. There's a lot of field space over there. DBs have got to make a choice, and can you get that contained? So here we go. Tight ends on the left and the fullbacks on the right. So we have a look, and the passing again. Slants out. So look for the wheel pass. And it's tipped. Oh. No. I was going to say, it's you can't advance it. If he'd have caught it.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe if he'd have caught it. But yeah.
Oh, there's a flag. A very late flag on the far
Number
sideline.
9, he's got his helmet off.
Yeah. Doesn't look promising for the Titans.
So this will be interesting.
Feels like unless it was something to do with something late from the Buccaneers. It feels like the Titans maybe moving back 15 yards here.
Apologies, we didn't see. Obviously, it's on the sign there, but he's walking off. He's holding his head. There's no talk on the Bucs sideline, and there's no talk to players. There's no talking to players. Again, and this is where obviously we don't know what's happened. There's a discussion with the refs. You can see Coach Sean is talking to that player there, and this is. We'll see the flag first and see what's he got. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 9. He's ejected.
Gone, yeah.
So whatever is happening on the sideline. He is ejected.
Well, I imagine that it probably almost, as you said, didn't enforce an ejection on the initial unsportsmanlike conduct, but for a second unsportsmanlike, you will get disqualified.
Yeah.
So I imagine that's just something after the play on the sideline.
Yeah. And this is, as I was just saying then, obviously he's got to leave the field. And Sean, who's a great young coach and developing players, this is where now, especially at this level, it's talking to them and, educating them about, learning from those mistakes and being calmer and the effects it has. And because it's, we're talking about football here, but you develop them as a person as well. These are young athletes that you want them to develop as a person as well off the field.
False start.
Yeah.
On the far sideline from the receiver. I mean, it all looked a bit of a...
It was a bit of a mismatch, wasn't it? We had defensive line crossing, then offensive line would move, and then... Yeah. But again, it was a massive run from Jorge, and now with the penalty and the false start, we're now looking at, 2nd and 20?
30.
Yeah, 30, yeah. It's a lot. This is where the Bucs have to be disciplined and, be able to make sure that they can contain this. And realistically, all this time, the clock's been running down, obviously not now in the pause, but there's been lots of runs and balls. So he's looking again, he's looking deep, he's looking down the left, he's running, and he's tackled. He's tackled there. Well, I got Harry Case and 55, it's Ethan Lemon, both on him there. And as I said before, every time they're running, and we're in the 4th quarter, the clock's running, the 2 scores down. So yeah.
Yeah, I think in a situation like this, the double move is probably the best opportunity you're going to get, because you need that kind of separation to then have some run after the catch, because ultimately 30-yard throw in the air isn't going to get made. No,
I agree. So he goes to the slant. He's looking. He's going to roll out. He's looking to go deep now. He's looking. He's going to take off. He's got to go now. He's got to go. He's still going. Ooh, he's still going across. He's got the moves. Oh, it's still going.
Still
Sam Collier. That was it's definitely a strip. And Sam Collier now. There is a flag though. There's a flag on the field.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to mention that. I'm quite confident it's a hold. It was very early as Jorge, the quarterback, was drifting out to the right. I think it's a hold on the backside. So I was going to say anything positive for the Titans, I don't think is going to matter. So at that point, really, unfortunately, best case scenario is probably just to go down, because it's not going to matter anyway. But obviously, he's not to know that, keeps going, and then what was going to be bad for the Titans is even worse. It's a great play from the Buccaneers again to strip it out and
a fantastic play. Sam Collier there. You see him strip it. Obviously, tight play looks a thing in it. He's not made it. And Sam, we talk about sometimes rectifying mistakes and that. He's done what he can to make the play and then jumped on it and thought, I'm not celebrating this.
Yeah, not spiked it this time.
I'm up and I'm not celebrating it. Obviously, in the other under-19s game, we've got Nottingham that they are playing against the Blitz, and I'll see if I can get a score update on that, because obviously these are the quarterfinals. See if we can get a score update on that one. So the winner of this game will go on to play Edinburgh. Oh, can you get on that? He does. Just go down. Yeah, just go down, really. Don't risk it. You know, bad snap goes off, but the Bucks recover, which is looking now, really. So it's about controlling the clock. Don't know how long's left. But yeah, so obviously the winner of this game will go on to play Edinburgh in 2 weeks. And then we've also got in the south, we've got Nottingham Seasons under 19 versus London Blitz. And I believe the winner of that will go on to play, I think it's Rushmore.
Yeah, I think so. Well, I would assume so based on their under 19 program.
Yeah, Rushmore have got the number 1 seed there.
They reigning national champions.
Yeah, I believe they might be. Yeah, they've got a very good thriving youth and junior setup. So here we go here now. We're looking. He's rolling out. Look for the pass. And George Raven is open there. And where is he? I mean, you look at that, and number 20 George Raven's wide open in that flat. Easy to say from up here, not being chased. By some big defensive player, but.
Yeah, I mean, great pursuit from Azine Lefinham on the backside, putting the quarterback under pressure.
Yeah, and just we got this getting the players in and that, and talking about the under 19s. We are talking about the under 19s here. Someone's asking how long's left, and actually not sure. We've not had the 2-minute warning, but we are in the 4th quarter here. It's 3rd and long now, and he dropped back the protections. Though he's going to take off. He is going to take off. Stay in bounds. No, sorry, that's might be the biased side of me coming out there. I
think you saw the just complimented him on his pursuit, but Azim there, bit inside. I think offensive lineman very happy to send him inside, creates a huge gap on the outside.
Yeah.
For the scramble with no real support. I would expect, given the lack of support on the backside, that was a he was the force player there.
I'm going to interrupt you now. We are going for Harry Cate's going for a field goal,
44 yards.
So I've seen him practice them as he can kick them. It's about the blocking and the hold. Ball's gone.
So got a chance. Go on.
Look at that.
Through. What a kick.
And you look at this now. So it's obviously 18-6. It's great momentum swing for them. You look at if they kicked it earlier, that'd be 6 points from field goals. The score would be 21-6. So obviously everything has may have changed the game before that. I'd love to tell you I'll get a time off the refs, but I can't communicate with them. And just while we're looking at the break, I'll look to get a score from, like I said, the Caesars and Blitz under 19s game. I'm sure those listening to this probably already know it, but for those that don't, look to get it. But also in the youth and junior, both Lancs and Titans are under 16s. Both, so the Bucks won the under 16s Northwest Division, with Manchester finishing 2nd. So they're playing in the playoffs next week, and both will travel up to Edinburgh. So the Bucks will play Edinburgh and Yorkshire Assassins, and I believe the Titans will play East Kilbride and Coventry. So both these programs thriving at under 19s and thriving at under 16s too. And they, again, it's about the coaches and the development that we've had, and it's what you want to see. Obviously, as a Bucks coach, I'd be biased and say there's loads of Bucks in the Prem playing at Titans, and I'm going to big up the Bucks for that development there. You want to see it. But this is what you want to see, these youth junior programs dominating it and making playoffs and finals.
Expect to see the Titans go very pass heavy here. As you say, we don't know the exact amount of time left, but 2 touchdown game, need quick scores, need to move the ball quickly, need the clock not running constantly. So
yeah, I am trying to see if I can get a time. It's a good job we've not got a camera, because I'll be looking like I'm on my phone. But yeah, I am actually trying to see.
Interested to see if the Titans stick with the condensed formation they've gone with the whole game, which it looks like they do. despite the need to move the ball down the field. And referee whistles for a delay of game on the Titans, not making things easier.
Yeah. I've actually, funny enough, I can see on the sideline, she mustn't have a phone on her. I've messaged Ruby to see if she got a time, but she's not looking at her phone, so she's not got a phone on her. Let me see what I can. I can see Daniel Schofield over on the Bucks sideline. Let me see if I can. He probably won't have his phone on him. I know Daniel. So here we go, and it's the QB keeping, and he's going. He's looking for the pass, and he dumps it off and gets rid.
That's the line of scrimmage, so no grounding.
No. It's a 2nd and 15 now.
And I
someone's got to.
Would look. This it feels like this condensed formation doesn't lend itself brilliantly to getting the ball out in space.
No.
If it was the other way around and the Titans were looking to run the clock out and this pistol strong look.
Yeah, I mean realistically, what we've seen 2 deep passes from the Titans all game. Rest is slants and obviously coming up now, and a good play there, but the Bucks defense are over him. You know, when you look at it, you know it's a good play and a gain of 7 or 8. You know, another play like that gets them a first down, but we haven't seen any deep plays, any deep passes.
No, I mean, well, it's ultimately I think the formation does restrict you a bit in terms of running concept, like kind of 2-man concepts.
Yeah, I mean you're right. The one thing we've not seen them go away from is 2 backs.
Yeah,
and it is strange. Obviously, they've got a tight end out, and now it's Christian Dean that looked to be at tight end to give him that pass threat. But they're running, and he kind of get off him. He's got his cut up field, and he's still going.
Gets out,
and he's out of bounds.
Good job.
Harry McDermott there is pushing out. That's the first down. So yeah, I got a message come through. Here we go. Shout out to Coach Sam Stoddart, doing a great job on commentary, enjoying the unbiased nature of your comments. Yeah, and he says, "I'm buzzing." Yes, I am a Buck, so yes, yeah, I am buzzing at the score right now. And but yeah, you know, this is about, and Sam does a great job up at Edinburgh with the youth and junior program there. What we've been touching on a lot. But yeah, this is what it's about, the youth and junior players and stuff and the development. And there's a run through the middle of some good fakes, and look at him now. He's going down, and, you know, they need this momentum. We're desperately trying to get a time off someone. Like, at this point, I might take the mic down to the field with me, you know, and try and get one.
Really good blocking, both at the line of scrimmage and down the field to open it up initially, and then give more opportunity for Daniel to read his blocks and create extra yards.
So you got the rush into the line and a run again. You know, and they are making yards, but every time they run, it's the clock is ticking. And whoa! Harry Mack has got a 24. Here we go. So we did see that. We did see number 60 roll over onto 24, but
I think if it's for that, I think that's harsh.
Yeah,
like it looked to be finishing the block, which you love to see from your offensive lineman.
Yeah, the flag did come after the potential push from 24. You know,
I see hands on head of a Buccaneers player, but they are walking it back.
Yeah,
that feels harsh to me. You didn't feel like it was much after the whistle,
no,
or anything particularly kind of, you know, violent outside of the normal kind of technique of playing.
Yeah, it's in front of the ref, so you don't know if anything's said or done.
Potentially.
But again, it's hard. It's hard to then ignore the push from Harry McDermott 24, you know, to offset him. So they're rolling out now. He's not going able to go. You need that backside percent, and now he's still losing yards, and he's looking to get upfield. And
Christian's there,
throws it, and it's a pick. It's a pick.
There is a flag again, very
past
late.
The line of scrimmage, maybe. I don't think he was.
So I don't know what the late two flags are for.
Can only imagine a hold in at this point, but
yeah, I mean,
because he's rolling out, but you know,
Declined. So it will be Buccaneers ball.
Well, no idea. I've not seen a 2-minute warning. I didn't see one in the first half, but I'm not seeing one now. Sorry, I have got Charlie Martin up here, and I'm telling him to actually run down and get the time because he's got long legs and he's fast, so he should be going down getting the time instead of trying.
Fast is a stretch.
No, so there is a timeout, I believe.
That's tough.
So just
once again, no indication from the referees as to what the stoppage is for.
I think the Titans have called a timeout. I believe the Titans have called a timeout.
Which would be strange to use a timeout, which then won't stop the clock. In this scenario,
yeah,
which is this would be the strange thing for me. Also, if there's a stoppage, it wouldn't then be the 2-minute warning because my understanding would be change of possession would stop the clock in itself.
Yeah.
So the only one that it would maybe make sense to me would be a Buccaneers timeout, just to organize how they want to use the drive.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. It's definitely some timeout.
So unless it was the 2-minute warning during the course of the play, how long's left?
3:35. So thank you, Charlie.
So not a 2-minute warning.
Yeah, so
3 minutes 35
left. And it is. As we see it, it's a 12-point game, and it's about controlling the clock now and being smart. You're thinking protecting that football. So the run, Harry McDermott, and goes down.
Got a tackle.
And this is where you expect, you expect now the Bucs to start controlling the clock and, asking the ref for, 10 seconds left and that, playing smart. And just going back to earlier commented and said about these players that are rivals today, but, at GB and Team North and regionals and that, and maybe out to play. And just looking at George Raven, number 20, and I don't know his name, sorry, I'll try and find it, number 21 of the Titans.
Bailey Cross.
Just seeing them two there, just having a bit of a friendly banter there, and this is what it's about. They probably know each other, and seeing that the snap goes a bit wayward. So going with the option,
speed option.
It's a risky play.
Risky, yeah.
Why?
I think, yeah. I mean, you're asking why. I think I would, again, ultimately, I would probably look at the situation, know the Titans have got 3 timeouts, and at most 3 timeouts, because you don't know if they've actually used some already.
No.
And go, well, 3:35 on the clock.
You've got a punter
again the way that on the way that they've moved the ball, knowing you're up 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Take either make the Titans use all 3 of their timeouts, or chew a good, chunk of the clock off.
Yeah.
Speed option, obviously one that definitely can go wrong.
Yeah. And the pass. There. So they go to Matt Carter, who's running for. Oh, did look a bit of a face cage. There is
looks like it's
there's a face cage. Called. Yeah. So there we go.
First down anyway, but we'll tack an extra 15 on.
And realistically, like the game with the time left should be put to bed, but you expect that to kill the game now.
Harrison, you're rising the chat. Somehow.
His mum or dad. What's it say?
One of the Rams games to see. When they get hungry,
face mask will be addressed from the end of the run, so 15 yards further forward. Be looking out for the 2-minute warning at this point. But
definitely, we're looking at every ref trying to look for this.
Feels like it should just be a case of wrapping the ball up and keeping the clock moving.
Yeah, definitely not seeing a 2-minute as of yet. 2 minutes 30. There we are. Thank you, Charlie. And imagine refs weren't ready. There's been no flag false start, so yeah. And it's we say how big this is, and I touched on it before. there's lots of football left in these young athletes, but for someone that have come through the ranks and played a lot, it could be a final under-19s game if you lose today. There's a lot of motion in it, and you want to win, and you don't want it to be a final game going out on a loss. You want to carry on going. But you look at this now, and okay, the offensive haven't been rolling a lot, but two great defensive play games here, like from both sides, and you get to see it. And full credit to both under 19 programs. The Bucks have come with fewer players, and it doesn't matter, 'cause at the same time it's whoever's, it's the same. You got 9v9 on the field, and that. But just the heart and desire that it shows that want to win and the will to go on, and that is superb. And the ball's over the middle,
pass.
and it's and you
interesting decision.
Yeah, you've got to question that. You've got to. Do they do it because they think that the Titans are going to expect the run? But realistically, like, you can run this game out now, prevent injuries, and control that clock.
Yeah, I think it's obviously the likelihood is that it won't end up mattering, but you open yourself up to creating a big play for the other team when you do this.
Exactly. We've not had the 2-minute warning. There we go, and there's a run. Max Carter. Oh, and some good tackle. He's still going, but no, got rid of the. Oh, there's a fumble, but it looks
he's down. I think
the ref is still looking. He's not blowing it down.
I don't know. I can't see who's picked it up.
I've got a feeling that it was a fumble. They're still discussing it. No, they're saying that. It did look like a Bucks play. It's hard to see from here.
Yeah, I mean,
but
I think it looked down to me.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why you pass the ball, because when you try and run the ball, you fumble.
Yeah, potentially. But you look at that, and that that first down pass, and are they trying plays they've not been able to run because they think it's there? But again, we're not in the 2 minutes. It's 12 points. Things go wrong. You can control the clock. I'm surprised that we've not hit the 2 minutes. I'm very surprised we've not hit the 2 minutes.
I mean, I don't think it's a run. Yeah, I was going to say.
See, again, over the middle. And what? For what reason?
And it's been blown dead. I imagine the Titans coaches will not be happy. I assume it's a false start. I was going to say,
there's a flag here.
Yeah, I was going to say pre-snap, looking at the amount of hand gestures from the Buccaneers sideline, I was not expecting an inside zone, because he was throwing up hand signals for about 20 seconds, trying to communicate to the trips receivers on the far side here.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard though with my coaching head on to say, run the clock. You've got a kicker that's already kicked the field goal. They can kick another field goal. You've shown you can do it. You've got lucky with that, because it should, interception been called back for the flag. What I get that, it's a 2-score game, but why are you risking it? Like you've got to run this out now, and again, save your players' energy. They're off
risk of injury as well.
Yeah, exactly. They've got a game in 2 weeks, and you want the game done with. You want the game done with. It's just.
And if that hadn't been blown dead as well, it wasn't an interception where he was kind of going down straight away. He had potentially room to run, and that can very quickly, take the game from being a 1-touchdown game to takes it all the way back, and
definite.
It's then a one-score game.
Definite.
But yeah, I think maybe a timeout, maybe for. I mean, I don't know who the offensive coordinator is for the Buccaneers.
It's Theo Biggs.
Right.
It's Theo.
Maybe an opportunity for Ryan Allen to have a word and say, let's maybe stop trying to do that, and maybe run the ball and get out with the result.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm old and grey, and part of that is through shouting sometimes, saying let's do this and do this. And this will be one where I'd be on the sideline saying, run it out, run it out. And like I said, they've shown they can kick it. I mean, they've gone, they've gone back 5 yards. They could have just run it, even if it gets to 4th down, kick a field goal, put it more away and control it.
It would make it a 15-point game.
It's massive now, and it's things like this you see, and you question why of why that's been done, and obviously you don't know, but you just kind of hope now that the Bucks will be a bit smarter.
Yeah.
But I hope to see a run, but I've got a feeling I'm going to see a pass.
Yeah.
I've got a feeling I'm going to see a pass.
Maybe that rocket screen again. No.
And there we go.
4 verticals.
He's going deep. It is over the top.
Good coverage from the DB.
Good coverage.
So clearly the timeout not to tell the OC to run the ball.
No. And I still don't believe I had a 2-minute warning.
No, I mean, yeah, not that I've seen. But we didn't.
sorry.
No, but we didn't. No, a minute and 50. Did we? Okay, well, apparently we did have the 2-minute warning. So a minute and 15 remaining.
Just to say we're here to commentate, not to be able to watch the refs. So we're rubbish at seeing all that. So yeah, apologies.
Looks like we are going to get a 50-yard field goal attempt.
Look at this. Now you see this. Oh, I think it's
that will be short, unfortunately. It's short and right, but a good effort.
Yeah, someone's asking for some flag, but there's definitely not. There's it's 0. Sam Colley would have been on the line, but yeah. So 1 minute 35. You gotta see this. But do you know what? How good is it to see an under 9 how much special teams has developed over the years has been fantastic. But to see it at an under-19s level, you've got confidence in a kicker to be able to do that and say, we can go for that.
Yeah.
So now we've commented before on, we've seen the Titans come with 2 backs all game.
Yep.
There's 1 minute 35 left.
Still 2 backs.
There's still 2 backs here.
Which I don't know. But perhaps there's a reason why, maybe to assist with pass protection.
But and then a fumble.
As I say to assist. Yeah, as I say to assist with pass protection.
Yeah.
Immediate pile of pressure, and I mean that.
So
that should be it. Like I say, unless if
you'd think now you're going to kneel it out. Really, so
you'd like to see it from a standpoint.
Yeah. No, I agree. We're just going to kneel it out, and that's it.
Yeah. I mean, from a Titans perspective, I suppose almost there's a lot of looking down the roster. There is a lot of, as much as there is experience, there's a lot of rookies, and you hope that whether they are rookies who are able to play next year or not, you hope that they, as disappointing as the result as we expect it to be, will be. You hope that they kind of continue and take it forward.
Definitely. And again, you look at, it looks like he's going to kneel. Yeah. And he is kneeled, yeah. And just as the kneel and we wait, see if the refs just blow it straight off because they know they're going to run it off. He's looking for the ball.
I mean, no timeout from the Titans sideline. Assume they don't have any left.
It looks like they are going to have to kneel it again. But yeah, just you talk about the rookies there, and hopefully they can look at the experienced players and those that are in adult ball. Like they've got Charlie at the side, and obviously yourself there. There's there's people like we've got Brad Temple at the Titans, and all around that you look at them and say, well, they started a rookie once. Everyone started rookie and they still play. They go on to become stronger, better players, and it's not easy. It's not easy. We just see someone trying to dive for the snap. Don't often see that, but there we go. But it is
more common on a spike than a kneel. But
and when the Titans coaches they are, we're looking at Sean, and that is the game. The Bucks go through to play Edinburgh in 2 weeks' time. A fantastic game. A fantastic game between two rivals that play each other a lot, and looking over to the Bucks sideline, it's you can see what it means to them. Congratulations, I would say, from myself as being part of them to them and that. But commiserations to the Titans. It's a fantastic game, and overall, it's been playing the right spirits.
Yeah.
Bar the one unfortunate, ejection. It has been played in great spirits and that. So it does finish Bucks at 18, Titans 6. For the Titans, that will be the end of the season. But what a great season they've had. They finished division champions. And as you said before, some of these will graduate, some will stay, and they'll have some coming up from the 16. So they've got a good foundation already set, for next year. And again, we look now as the books come forward and the players will shake hands, and we're looking at Christian Dean there at the front and see what it means to him. And this is for me the hard bit as a coach of youth and junior. You see what it means to him, and fair play to him. I mean, look at that embrace there from Harry Mack and Christian Dean. It's what it's about. Just superb job by these young athletes. And a massive shout out to Jorge, number 2 that came in to play QB, because that's a really difficult thing to do when you're down already. The Bucks defense has been pretty relentless in that backfield. And he's got to try and do something to make something. And for a young player to come and do that, I think that's immense,
Yeah.
So absolute full credit for him for taking on that responsibility. What would you about MVPs? If you're going to look at MVPs this game, who would you be looking at?
I think probably 0 on Buccaneers.
Sam Collier,
yeah. I think just big plays. I think just whenever kind of there was any kind of momentum that the Titans may have started to produce, just a big play the other way to just kind of neutralize that straight away. So I think, despite like you said, despite the spike and the penalty that kind of took the Buccaneers on the goal line, but it's one moment in what was a really good performance. I think I would say, just like I say, the swarm from the Buccaneers defense was really good, and it just seemed like he was kind of always there, always kind of leading that charge as well.
Yeah.
So
I agree on that. And I mean, if you're going to give a Titans one, I mean, offensively, I do think 17 was a workhorse as a running back. It was tough, and he's that. I know obviously Christian Dean stepped in as QB and that, and fair play, but I think 17's running was superb.
Yeah.
Just talking of the running, I'm surprised we didn't have obviously his name on that 49. Was it or 39?
39, yeah, that one big run, and
and we didn't see him again.
Think one snap where they did they ran the same motion, and it was the same when he was in.
But we didn't see much of that. But I got a number 11, I think it was, on defense for the Titans. Ako Adethalu, apologies if I got that wrong. But yeah, he was quite a force for that in that defensive line and that defensive front. And we've got to shout out. We've definitely got to shout out. I think Harry Case kicking skills and his kickoffs, and his punts and field goal. Was phenomenal. And also with Sam Barrett, number 13, Sam Jackson, number 13 for the Bucks was punt return, a touchdown. Everything was good on he was superb.
I think as well, it's just important to reiterate the attitude and the way that the Buccaneers played, I think was really, really positive. And I imagine, like you as a coach, it's something that you'd love to see, and it says a lot about the coaching as well as the players themselves to maintain that for all 4 quarters. We talked about in the first half how hard it can be to maintain that level and not drop off. And I think that was the big key, was it just felt like the Titans just couldn't get anything going. And I think a large part of that was down to the Buccaneers' defensive work rather than necessarily the Titans not working too well. So I think that's, as an all-round team performance, I think it was fantastic.
Yeah, 100%. And as I touched on earlier about people talk about under-19s should be 11v11, and it's easier said than done because it's hard to recruit, especially if you're not in big cities. But when you look at this, when you look at this now and you see it, it's so hard, and you've got 18 players, so it is 9v9. And for me, at present, 9v9 is right for our level over here, because we just have more and more forfeits and teams dropping out. And when you've got few players, and to be able to maintain that, the coaches and the mentality and the ethos they've installed is what it's about. And for me as Bucks, and you saying that, it's massive, and they've done a great job. Full credit to the coaching staff there and the players. because they've obviously bought into what it's about. You know, we know we've got a small team. This is what we've got to do and get the job done, and they've done it. So it's fantastic. But yeah, you know, and just touching on that, obviously we are at the Titans stream. The Titans play next Saturday, is it? Yeah, they play. It's the Titans play next Saturday against the Coventry Phoenix. You know, in that game, that'll be the final regular season game. You know, and they win that to then go advance into the playoffs. So yeah, and kickoff for that is at 3 o'clock kickoff there at Bellevue, which no doubt will be streamed again. You know, I am a Bucks through and through, and I'll say it while I'm on air. You know, the Bucks are absolutely giving Titan Premier loads of our players. You know, you see it, but they've got a fantastic setup here, and this media setup is fantastic, and how they're doing it is superb. So, you know, to be able to be here for today is has been fantastic, and I appreciate the opportunity. But yeah, if you are around, get yourself down to what will be a great game at Prem Adult Football next week with the Titans versus Phoenix. And I think that's us done now, though. Yeah, I think that's us done. Thanks for your time. It's been great to commentate alongside you. And yeah, hope you all have a great rest of your day, and look forward to speak to you soon.